this down. Rust in my jawline, tongue taste iron and blame and deadline. Clock hands carve, little scars in my neck, every tick another brick on my back. Yeah, concrete classroom, fluorescent headache. Teacher gave tests, city gave heartache. Graffiti gospel on the back of the bus seat. Every saint's just a sinner who got receipts. Raised on static and late night dress shows. Cheap lock knives, busted shell toes. Mom pray quiet to a crack screen savior. Dad play loud, dark drink, dark behavior. I learned math from the rip past due. Add 3 jobs, subtract my youth. Multiply fear by the weight of the news. Divide that by a fist, I refuse to lose. Spine full of nails, but I still stand straight. Walk that line between hunger and hate. Turn my trauma to a torch in the rain. Light my path through the wreck and the shame. I don't need comfort, I need combustion. Spark in my lungs, coughing out function. Every verse inked like a court transcription. Judge that gavel, I break jurisdiction. Barbed wire thoughts twist around my temples. Hope stays quiet, heavy and simple. Only thing louder than the doubt in my head is the sound of my steps when I step from the ledge. But I don't fall, I force the ground to rise. Bent world frame, now walk to my size. Grip that grind like a throat in my palm. Whole crowd riot in the calm of my calm. Calm of my calm. In the calm of my calm. So metal in my molars, crack teeth on pressure, chew through chains like a midnight lecture. Every can written on my old skin. Shed that shell, now the raw nerves grin. Boss man smile, got the spin of a vulture. Shake my hand and auction my culture. Dress code, death mode, stare through dress shoes. Clock out spirit for a paycheck bruise. I keep my anger like a loaded confession. Safety off on the tongue, that's a weapon. Point blank truth at the face of deception. Ink stain halo on the failed inspection. Sidewalk sermons from the kids out late. Plastic halos, counterfeit fate. Dealer on the corner with charity eyes. Sell short flights and emergency highs. I seen halos made of barcode stickers. Saints with lighters and 2-day kickers. Heard shepherds in expensive coats. Sell the same hope they vote to choke. So I build faith from machine vibrations. Steel beam hymns it in the train station. Every bolt hums like a buried choir. Every spark jump starts my wire. Bloodline story written in receipts. Grocery aisles into month defeat. Turn that shame into sharpened prose. Slice through doubt with the red ink flows. Broken mirror on the bedroom floor. 7 years luck, try several more. Each crack piece show a different self. All of them crawl from the same dark shells. Pick one face, nail it to the day. Fear backstage, rage on display. Crowd full of strangers, same crack code. All of us hungry for a hack new mode. There. Black smoke, black smoke, black smoke, black smoke comes. Black smoke lungs from the words I'm burning. Every closed door just fuels this turning. Knock that lock with the jaw made of granite. Rip that rule book from the grip of the planet. I see halos in the train yard sparks. Kids paint futures on abandoned cars. Rust flake snow in the sodium glare. The wild lines scream, we were here. I wear failure like a stitched up jacket. Every torn scene got a date and a tactic. Blueprints drawn in the dust of my losses. Mapped through the wreckage of 1,000 crosses. I'm that glitch in the grid you can't trace. Dead zone grin in the crowd, a blank face. Talk too sharp for the chalkboard script. Broke their pen with a backhand my veins, red pulse, blue pulse, concrete breath, dust on my teeth, jaw clenched tight like a locked vice. I walk in like a hammer looking for a soft spot. Soft spot. I grew up with the windows never open, paint peeled in the pattern of a target on the wall. Mom said the world's a test, I was never meant to pass. Dad left a note shaped like a bill, never called. I learned rage from the neighbors in the hallway. Thin doors, thick hands, echo of a slam face. I learned faith from a busted fuse box, sparks dancing in the dark like they own the place. I sharpened every insult into armor, turned every laugh in my back to a drill in my spine. Teacher said I'd end up in a jumpsuit, I told them I'd wear black, not orange this time. I tattooed my own reflections with a marker, crossed out the fear from the whites of my eyes. Bet my grin into a warning label for anybody thinking they could shrink my size. I never prayed to a sky I couldn't punch, I prayed to the nights my fist stayed still. Thought about the kids in richer zip codes who only fought that boredom, never fought to live. Never fought to live. I'm the product of a power surge and a late rent notice of a fridge light flicker and a roach on the bread of a cop car parked like a guard dog, engine humming of a landlord smile sharper than the lead in my head. I kept my breath in the cage behind my molars, bedded at the bosses who mispronounced my name. Wore my hoodie like a hazard sign so they clutched at pearls and I swallowed the blame. Every job was a choke chain, short leash, thin check, clock hands cutting circles in my neck. Manager's cologne smell like locked doors, like know your place sprayed in the air, we all wrecked. I watch my friends fade in the background, static pixelated souls and security cams. Some disappeared in the bottle bottom, some signed their life on the dotted line to scams. I stay here swallowing batteries for breakfast, let the acid in my gut kiss the rust in my green. Turned every maybe one day to a live grenade, pull pins with my teeth through truth at their chins. I learned to walk like an earthquake, under carpet shaking silence, crack foundations in their sleep. Turn their frame degrees into tilted pictures, make the safe walls whisper about the secrets they keep. Of the secrets they keep. Now the boardrooms got a leak in the ceiling, drip lands right in the center of their graph. Each drop spelling letters they refuse to read while they brag about margins and cannibal staff. Their spreadsheets smell like singed fingerprints, every profit line scribbled in invisible bruise. They hide the overtime under cheerful memos, then tell us we're family that we didn't choose. I stand in the fire, exit in my steel-toe boots, counting how many suits could squeeze through the door. The ties look tighter than the chains on the pallets, but they still call me the thread on the floor. I'm the rumor in the vents that the all hands meet in the spark in the socket that the janitor fears. I'm the voice that makes the HR slogan stutter when they hear my footsteps crawling up their ears. I talk like broken glass in the blender, sharp spinning, springing truth in the mist. Every syllable a splendor in the polished image, every rhyme a knife. They never saw twist, they pump poison in the rivers of paychecks, told us to drink and smile for the cam. Now I'm here, jaw ticking like a time device, ready to rewrite every glorious scam. Every glorious scam. Rest on my rest on my tongue. Rust on my tongue. In the tracks where the ghosts stand guard. Rust in the circuit code full of scars, mouth full of metal and battery tar. Teeth like broken glass, draw wire with spite. I chew through the password, spit out blue light. Kerosene tongue drip, words burn on sight. I tag my own skin with the sins I write. Concrete coffin where the dead dreams cough. Chain link halo when the barcode's off. I stitch my wounds with Ethernet thread, so every deep cut uploads what I bled. I'm the glitch in the lens, smear in the frame, ink in the pipes of your water main. I don't chase clout, I corrode your name, turn your gold grill green in the day of rain. Carbon dust lungs, I breathe junk and fumes. Shut in God in a one-room tomb. I pace like a pit bull, steel-toe doom, carving my doubts in the drywall gloom. Shot clock ticking in my frontal lobe, every second bust nerves like down lines live on the ground. Step in my path and you'll hear that sound. I learned my rage from abandoned lots. Spray paint sermons on aluminum plaques. Every bent fence post, every busted lock taught me how to talk like a title shot. Split knuckles on a rusted throne. I crown myself king of the overthrown. No velvet rope in my broken door, just to keep out sign carved into the floor. I don't do mercy, I do exit wounds. Tiny red moons on the bathroom spoons. I load each memory like a teeth mark shell. Click in the chamber of a private hell. I'm the watchdog chained to a pixel gate, chewing through code till the hinges break. When the servers melt and the wires taste ash, I still stand up out of twisted trash. Turn it to a shiv, bent that privilege till it couldn't forgive. Carve my reflection out the family frame, let the empty space carry my name. I drag that guilt like a shopping cart cage, wheel stuck sideways, screech on the pave. Fill it with grudges and past due rage, then push it downhill, walk away from the grave. You want clean stories, sanitized hurt, I give you blunt trauma, teeth full of dirt. Tongue tastes copper, vision runs red, but I still write better when the hope feels dead. I've been the punchline at the bully parade, taped to the locker where the rumors played. Now I'm the blackout in their hallway lights. They touch that switch and it still bites. I plant landmines in my own routine. Boom in the mirror where my doubts convey. Shards in the sink, blood in the seams, but I walk back out with a sharpened scream. Find that beast where the dark runs clear. Grab that snout. Jaw tight, power tools on the pegboard, name tag nailed to the sheet, metal read, clock in, same stain on the locker, code light flicks, then it dies. Supervisor with a clipboard halo signals me over like a drone to the hive. He said, grind harder, numbers not moving. I see my reflection in his glasses glitching, barcode burned on the back of my hand. Every scar is another permission. Concrete floor keeps swallowing footsteps, vents cough, chemical rain. I learned to hold my breath in meetings so they can't trademark my pain. Break room smells like burnt out wiring. Coffee tastes like the inside of fear. They're supposed to shout family values over a first aid kit full of unpaid years. I keep my headphones hidden in my hoodie. Static hisses like a distant storm. I count my pulse with the ticking of the wall clock. Promise myself I'm done staying in uniform. Back home, front door sticks like a bad habit. Paint peeled off in nervous strips. Mailbox stuffed with red letter warnings. Each one licking at my fingertips. Kitchen light hums. Fridge door hanging. Half a shelf stale bread. Old rain. Cupboards trust when I say my own name. Phone screen crack like a spider web, omen every app screaming feed. Bye, bow, advertising stress like confessions telling me what to worship. Now I scroll through faces framed in filters, every grin showing sharpened teeth. Caption joy on rented evenings, hiding leases signed in grief. My neighbor revs his chrome salvation, park pride glowing in the lot. He measures worth in inches of exhaust. I measure mine in what I still got. One notebook thick with crooked pages, margins full of schemes and maps. A rough draft blueprint for escape velocity sketched in black ink smudged with caps. Keep your head down, church pews, folded hands, cheap suits. Told the world would love a quiet martyr as long as he never traces back the roots. 10 years kneeling to their schedule, letting holidays bleed into the grind, letting secondhand dreams collect interest in a bank that steals my time. Now my patience feels like an old cable, freight steel wires poking through every favor that they called. Teamwork was a shackle dressed in company blue. They pinned my hope to the corkboard progress chart, red pen slicing through my week. Every missed target, a courtroom verdict signed by cowards with perfect teeth. I swallowed every warning label till my stomach glowed in the dark. Now my spit tastes like soda and copper, and every word's a jumpstart spark. I don't need their plastic medals or their handshakes soaked in grease. I want silence where the slogans echo. I want the factory gods to finally slay. Alone, sirens smear colors on the rail. I watch freight cars dragging steel coffins, hear loose chains cutting at the gale. Underneath an alley breathes out steam, graffiti letters claw up brick. Some kids manifesto in crooked markers, screaming truths they never taught in civics. Don't die for their numbers. Drips down to the drainage grate, each letter bending like it's fighting not to slide into the state. I trace the phrase with a callous finger, crust flaking under skin. It feels like someone reached through concrete just to tell me I could win. My reflection stares from a busted window, eyes ringed red, but yes. Gears in the trash, you breath tastes metallic, oh pennies and cold soot. Knuckles write graffiti on a rusted locker door, red streak signature dripping down to the tile floor. Walk past cameras, every lens flinches, glitches, heart like a power tool, chewing through stitches. Mask on, crooked name tag, peeling at the edge. Clock in, clock dead, true faith in the sledge. Staple smiles on the hallway posters, their teeth look sharp and mine feel like boulders. Truth the wires just to feel some static in my chest, but the signal came crawling like an insect in the nest. I'm talking landmines, every second set to arm. You quote me out of context, I quote you disarm. You pray to porcelain, I pray for a fault line. Thumb on the black ice, waiting for the wrong time. Waiting for the wrong time. Cubicle coffin, fluorescent more glow, humming boss in the doorway, lip sync threats, words numbing, clipboard, halo, cheap tie, strangling his throat, he gestures at the chart. I picture sinking his boat, stapler on the desk, feels heavy like a weapon, his voice a mosquito, death by 1,000 seconds, calendar squares, tiny cages made of ink, every meeting invite another anchor till I sink. I see my reflection in the photocopy of glass, eyes like unpaid bills stacked high, past due, past finger on the green light flashes, frame my face in strips. Looks like a mugshot collage, pinned up with paper clips. They printed a handbook, filled it with hologram on how to say yes gracefully while your lungs filled with hammers. I highlight every bullet point till the page bleeds neon. If I lit under fuel for the night, I turn the heat on. For the night, I turn the heat on. Concrete stairwell smells like bleach and no secrets. Boot soles echo like a threat. You keep repeating, hand on the rail, paint peeling in my grip. Flakes fall slow like ash from a burned out script. Thoughts march steel-toed, heel drag combat. Every memory a riot, every scar a copycat. Teachers with plastic halos told me breathe and behave, so I carved my own commandments on the inside of a grave. First rule, never trust a handshake from a ghost. Second, if the room stays quiet, you become the toast. Third, keep your monsters on a short steel chain. Walk them through the suburbs, let them snack on the pain. My pulse is a piston slamming in a chemical haze. Tongue tastes like factory smoke, eyes like a welding blaze. I don't need a blessing, I need a better excuse for why I keep waking up, still strangled by this noose. Still strangled by this noose. Back alley, exit comes the throne. Crown of fly sky, looks detergent gray, filtered through exhaust lies. Cheap headphones hanging off, one torn belt loop. Silence still louder than that corporate troop. My hands smell like toner, dust and bitter, disinfecting every fingerprint a threat. Every gesture an indictment. I trace circles in the ground, tiny planets made of hate. Each orbit pulls me tighter to a blackened mental state. Talking to myself, mouth quiet, brain shouting. Words crawl like roaches under wallpaper, doubting. You preach about patience like it's some holy vaccine. I swallowed enough sermons to corrode my own spleen. There's a siren far off, painting distant walls red. Feels like a lullaby for everything already dead. I won't march in your parade, wearing plastic metal stiff. I'll stand on the silence, carry tripping in the myth. Carry tripping in the myth. Fuse in my teeth, fuse in my teeth. Fuse in my teeth. Fuse in my teeth. Fuse in my teeth. Metal in my lungs. Poof, poof, print burning. In the back of your tongue. I walk on strip wires, bare feet, dead quiet in the kill zone. Kill zone. Grip teeth on the jawbone, clamp, turn pressure in the milestone. Headstones. Rush ring around my pupil, see cold where you swear you see halos. Halos. I got warehouse air in my chest, breathe dust, spit nails, never lay low. Got a brain like a break yard, every thought bent steel, sharp edges. You chase comfort in the sandcastle, I build thrones out of cracked up engines. You want mercy, ask the concrete, it knows every time I fell then rose. It remembers when I carved my name with the busted bold head under my clothes. I'm the bruise that never fades out, the stain that lasts at detergent. You scrub, but the mark grows darker. Each stroke writes a harsher verdict. I keep names in the ledger of dents, in the locker door ding from frustration. Every hit is a footnote, annotated, return with interest, with inflation. I don't chase your digital praise or your sugar glass sparkle in the spotlights. I chew through fiber, choke the feed, till you highlight real figures in the frostbite. I make peace with the damage I cradle, kiss each scar like a medal on my jacket. Stand still long enough in this pressure, you'll see every hidden fracture crack active. I'm the hand that flips your circuit right when you think you're immortal. You're mid-sentence, then it's cut short. Mouth wide, face blank, cold portal. I don't bark, I break veneer, rip wallpaper off your safe illusions. Find mold behind those perfect patterns that you taste your own seeping confusion. train wheel. I stay flat as a shuttered factory, so hums low like a grain mill. You keep brand new shoes for the photos. I keep soles torn thin from the gravel. I know each crack in the loading dock, each boat I stole when my life unraveled. I was raised on late shifts and sirens, forklift beats and the echo of arguments. Coffee gone bitter in an oil-stained mug, layers of grime on every apartment. I learned rage from a busted laptop, blue screen flashing like a warning flare. When the rent bounced and the lights dimmed down, I saw system failure in the landlord's stare. I got methods that never trend upward, they just tunnel, no ladder, just claws. If the world's a court, I'm the mistrial, hung jury under flickering laws. Every word I spit is a hazard sign. Peel it back, see razor and copper. US slogans like soft armor. I wear quiet like a locked off chopper. You say calm down, I recite invoices, past due dates carved across my frontal lobe. Every red stamp that ever slammed me now fuels this pressure in explosive lows. The fuse box rattles in my rib cage, switches spark when I grind my teeth. If I black out, whole blocks just drop unplugged in the sweep of my reach. I don't crave your handshake exits, your politeness folds like damn cardboard. I came for the crack in your posture, that second your smile runs out of guardrails. In that instant I mark your pattern, that fear like a grid on your forehead. Then I walk straight through your comfort zone, boots heavy, shoulders forward, more leg. Fuse in my teeth. Blacked out factory windows. 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 Rust flakes on the broken rail. Blueprint in the oil slick, barcode burned into my nail. Teeth grind metal in my jaw, I taste violence. Clock ticks back with manager grins, fake smiling. Clipboard killer with the tie like a tourniquet, asking for my growth plan while I chew on another debt. Staples in my paycheck, holes where the hours wet. Lunch break, cold fries, car note, late rent. HR drone reading policy like holy scripture says I'm not a culture fit. Yeah, I fit the fixture, bolted to a swivel chair. Eyes on the dying screen, Papa's preaching better life, sponsored by the guillotine. Boss man flexes in the shirt with my overtime, calling it a family. Every raise is a pantomime. Elevator mirror shows a stranger with a crooked grin. Neck kinked, eye sunk, caffeine for a violin. Strings in my spine, pull taut, jerk, marionette. Every yes sir, tastes like battery and cigarette. I clock in, clock out, lose years in the barcode glare. Dreams on the layaway shelf, cat handle with the spare finger taps. Desk like a firing squad, quietly. Blue light carving my face into corporate piety. Mouse clicks rhythm with fluorescent buzz overhead, like a bug zap choir singing over the walking dead. My badge beats red once, red twice. Access denied, security cam blinks like it knows I already died. Concrete hallway echoes with my flat footsteps. Smell of burn plastic writing in the vents. Cold breath, break room fridge humming like a trap beast. Smoke map on a sandwich bag. Artwork for the deceased. Microwave door slam. Someone laughs at a stupid meme. World burns in a headline. Thumb scrolls through the fever dream. Back at my station, wires like veins on the carpet. Cubicle wall so faint gray like a padded target. Cold worker whispers fishing for some petty dirt. Feeds on gossip crumbs just to forget their own hurt. Slack ping chirps like a taser in the quiet cell. Another urgent task with the deadline. Forged in hell, circle back, touch base. Let's sing expectations. Code words for bleed slow. Under legal regulations, I sharpen every word. Stick nails in an email draft. Delete each honest line. Swap fury for a nervous laugh. Autocorrect turns rage into really appreciate. Turns you choke us into thank you for the update. Printer jams again. Paper crumpled like a clenched fist. Ink streaks down the page. involved, initial shaky notes. Can't take this anymore. Someone flushed yesterday and never came back. Empty chair, name tag, waiting like a toe tag. Black, they call it attrition, I call it bodies on a spreadsheet. Turnover rate pouring out across the cracked concrete. Bill, 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 Bill. The city outside flickers in and out of the blinds, but my timeline's just logins, deadlines, and fines. Push notification says I'm late to the hustle. Algorithm narrating every breath, every muscle step. Counter tracking how I pace in the kitchen at night. Counting anxious laps like a sentence to life. I scroll past strangers selling dreams from rented cars. Ring lights in the pupils chasing phantom stars. One more side gig, one more pyramid pitch. Every be your own boss. Speech smells rich as someone else's niche. I search, escape plans, get asked for another trap. Monetize your passion, turn your soul into an app. My data drips, profile stack like police files. Corporate eyes watch every click and crooked smile. They know my favorite fear, targeted with perfect aim. Sell me back my own reflection wrapped in a loyalty chain. I hear neighbors argue through walls, thin as excuses. Baby crying through the night. Rhythm of abuses. Lobby, 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 lobby. Throat, teeth grit, thoughts like a choke chain. Concrete pulse, boots on the pavement. Late bills, dust on the statement. I carve my name in the locked door. Keys on the hook, never seen this floor. Same old sermon from a cracked screen. Selling me a pill for a bad dream. Blue light bleach in my eyeballs. Clickbait claws in my corneas and jawbones. Clock hands, stab at my rib cage. Calendar's a cage match, date after date rage. I don't chase crowns, I dismantle them. Melt that metal, make a mask from it. Boardroom wolves, dressed in thrift suits. Still smell fear when they lick boots. I see the handshake, how the handcuff, fine print fangs. In the fan club, they want my anger. In a small cup, branded, bag it. Sell it marked up, I'm not a hashtag. I'm a landmine buried in the folds of your flat line. When the pressure hits, I don't flat back. I crack frames to the wall snap. On a dead deal, ink dries warm on a fake seal. Smiles like razors inside the lobby. I say partner, hand say property. They clap with one hand, the other counts what they skim off the workers' doubts. They build new prisons out of progress. Hooks in a hobby, leash on the process. I was born where the map got lazy. Blank block, scribbled in maybe. Street lights buzz, overboarded stars, chalk lines. Never made the scores. Teacher said for the middle, shrink your dream to a desk in a riddle. I carve bars in the back of the worksheet, fight songs in the margin, dirt deep. Every sit down, turn to kindling. Look in my eyes, see the engine. I don't need a ladder on your glass tower. I crack one pane, watch a rain of power. You hold tokens, I hold teeth. Souvenirs from every time I bleed. You build walls, I bring rust. Time on my side, and the rock I trust. You stack rules like brittle bones. I walk through, hit a fractures moan. One step heavy, and the grid shakes. Your thing gold, peels like paint flakes. Peels like paint flakes. Peels like paint flakes. Now my lungs spit black confessions. No priest, just steel intention. Mouth full of gravel, language abrasive. Every word a scar on a fake facelift. Billboard grin starts to slide off. Glue can't hold, when the lies call for the bright ass. Talk freedom, small print staple to the word. Need 'em, I see numbers marching columns. People shrink to a price problem. You call it market, I call it hunger. Knowing that the roots pulling towns under. I drag chains, made a canceled name. Folks who fell through your floorboard games. Every lost cause on a hard drive is a match head weight in the spark light. I'm the glitch, you can't patch clean ink on your hands that the sink can't reach. I bring silence right before the fault line. Deep breath, then a sharp spine. So when I step in, air gets heavier. Frames on the wall start to shiver. You feel that hair on your neck stand. That's not fear, that's a dead plan. You roll futures in a lock fawn. I break keys to the code horns. Your whole kingdom built on throat weight. My voice rises and your floors. Metal taste. Yeah. Metal taste. Metal taste on my. Metal taste on my tongue. Metal taste on my tongue, wires under my skin. Clock ticks crooked, every second feels thin. Rust in my veins, grinding teeth on the spin. I bite through the bit just to see where it ends. Concrete coffin, I carve my initials in the lid. Tattooed out in my palm when I was just a kid. Hand me down rage, every knuckle still chipped. Thought I buried that post, but it clawed from the pit. I walk like a fault line, jaw set, eyes hollow. Chew through the train that they said I should follow. Backpack full of brick words, heavy and borrowed. Every step sparks, metal heels on the sorrow. You could call me a glitch, I rewire the code. Turn shame to a blade in the back of your throat. Your hallway whisper still stain my code. I stitch new scars into armor I wrote. I grew up on shutdowns, flicker of a dead screen. Did a run delay, all the yelling in between. Mom's voice thin, there's a thread in the steam. Dad's eyes buried in the bottle routine. I slept in my shoes, prepared for the siren neighbors at the door. Fists banging like iron, I learned how to flinch before the impact arrived. Mapped every exit just to feel alive. Teacher said breathe, I heard stay in your place. They frame my anger as a market disgrace, but your gold frame rules crack easy in my grip. I turn your handbook pages into teeth for my spit. You dress me in labels that never did fit. Too loud, too cold, too blunt, too quick. I built me a furnace from every inch so hidden. Now my heartbeat hammers like a factory shift. Cold corridor, lock a door, slam to the skull after ricochets. Echo chamber fall, I grin with the mouth full of metal and dust. Warm, I split lip. I will rise from the rust. I took every shove as a lesson in stance. Balanced on the edge of your broken glass dance. You thought I would fold, file down in advance. Instead I wrote war plans in the margins of chance. Now I stand in the middle of the blacked out bridge. Street light dead, but my sight never did. I see through the smirk and the sermon you give. Your halo's just plastic on the counterfeit king. I'm the aftershock crawling through your steel frame. Hairline fracture in your household name. You polished your boots on the backs you blamed. I drag your throne through the mud in the rain. Torn knuckles stepping on the shuttered storefront. Reflection looks back like a wonder response. I say break in, pulse says don't, jaw says hit first, logic says won't. I got ghosts of decisions sleeping in my lungs. Heavy unsent text, heavy silence hung over warped floorboards and the crooked rung of a ladder that snapped when I was still young. So I sold my doubt to the edge of my tongue. Thick sparks let the residue cling to my gums. Every word weighted like a loaded drum. Every breath buffered by the battles I've won. Pace in the circle on the cracked tile floor. Blueprints mapped like a ritual war. Ceiling fan limp, blade sagging sore. Even the air feels locked in the drawer. I hear distant engines grinding in the fog. Freight train growls through the belly of smog. Each rumble reminds me what it took to evolve from quiet little target to a problem unsolved. You still wear innocence like a rented suit. Speech is rehearsed, plastic charm in your tooth. But I kept the receipts from the lies you produced. Stack them like bricks for a better view. I see your empire built on double speed dust. Your handshake hollow, your promise combust. My footsteps echo in the hall of your trust. Every tap on the floor dislodges your crust. You want confession? I got files for days, folders of faces, catalog rage. Line after line of the games you played into the corkboard of my Jawline, blood on the punch clock, teeth like a tool set, grinding through the dead stock, steel toe temper, boot print on the break room. I turn a layoff letter to a forecast of monsoons. Barcode branded on the back of my headspace. Every little digit just a shackle in a briefcase. Thumb on the scanner, soul in the spreadsheet. I learned how to riot in the rows of a timesheet. Fluorescent migraine, buzz in the bone cage. Boss man barking, every word a gun gauge. Face like static, I twitch epileptic. I count these cuts like a priest gets elective. Concrete conscience, rebar spine flexing. Every quiet hallway feels like a cross section. Clipboard prophet selling me salvation. If I hit my targets, die in moderation. Die in moderation. Lunch break. Lunch break. Lunch break, graveyard, crumbs in the throat trap, phone screen, halo, blue light, code snap, scroll past sirens, war in the short clip, tap twice, swipe past thumbprint, warship, feed full of conflict, served with the ad spin, feeling kinda empty, here's a discount on aspirin. Plastic platitudes echo in the cracked brain, self-care Sunday, I'm bleeding on the back train, eyes like searchlights, hunting for a soft place, every pair of headphones, another private court case, mouth full of filings, grinding down the molars, dreams and foreclosure, signed by the shareholders, office plant dying leaves like cut wrists, still they water that thing like it owes them a lift. I catch my reflection in the glass of the copier, say who you gonna be, I answer something uglier. Yeah, something uglier. Yeah. Child of an ashtray, sermons in the smoke cloud, kitchen table combat, silence got so loud, dad's race, pinball, ricochet off drywall, mom turn weather, storm in the phone call. I learned early how to tuck the bruise deep, how to turn the panic into 5 nights no sleep, how to make hunger look like a diet, how to take blame just to keep the house quiet. Church of the flickering tube in the corner, prophets in prime time selling new order. Buy this, try this, you're gonna feel cleaner. I watch those lies like a fever in the freezer. Classroom cages, lockers like tombstones. Teachers play numbers, kids turn to milestones. Counselor yawned and said, just relax, breathe. I drew battle maps up my jacket sleeves. Now my tongue's like a crowbar bent, but it breaks locks. Every syllable a fracture, rip out the padlocks. I'm the glitch in the payroll, error in the mainframe. Walking red, underline under every safe name. I don't chant slogans, I dismantle blueprints. Reading all the fine print, written in the shoe prints of the ones laid flat under decades of pressure. All the thoughts and prayers way less than a feather. I don't want mercy, I want new architecture. Rip out the lobby, tear down the lecture, shatter every glass pane used for observation. Turn it into shrapnel for a quiet detonation. You can keep the costume of approved resistance. I'd rather push through with the brace of persistence. If the gates chain shut, I'll step through the fault line, carve a new doorway in the rust of the skyline. Yeah. Fresh outrage, package like a press kick. Click here, pick side, scream through the ether. Meanwhile, landlords learning fresh teeth work. Billboards preaching. Love your reflection. Underpaid surgeons slicing their affection. Rent due Monday. Hope due never. lungs I wheeze dust and ash. They said breathe deep, the air is clean, but the smoke spelled property of the few in black script. I grew up in the back row, where the floorboards moan like tired throats, where the landlord painted over mold. Called it progress, called it fresh coat hope. Like a door's dented from quiet rage, names carved crooked and peeling paint. Teachers marked me borderline, I marked the margins with war plans. I learned math by counting exits. 1 door, 2 fists, 3 cops, 4 lies. History class skipped the part where my neighbors disappeared into uniforms and steel doors. They said keep your head down. I kept my jaw up, eyes wide, pulse sharp. Every hallway, camera blinked like a nervous god afraid of focus. I'm the sum of unpaid invoices, sleep cut short by sirens at dawn. Mom's hand shaking over busted plates, dad's voice folded in a drawer with the past due bills. Pity, I want pressure and a force to bend this cage. Age, if the system's just a circuit, then I'm here to short it. Bare wire to the vein. They fed me slogans like stale bread. Work hard, play nice, stay small. But I grew fangs in the fluorescence. Crooked spine, learning to carry whole blocks. I watch boardrooms sign away wages through bulletproof glass and caded smiles. They call it streamline, and we call it being lined up in the race. Clock hands drag like rusted chains. Every punching feels like a sentence. Supervisors grin, stitched too tight, counting seconds in spreadsheets, not in heartbeats. Back alley meetings and flicker light. We trade scars like data. Who got searched last night? Who got followed for walking while existing? This city hums like a dying engine. Every billboard a glitching threat by this mask to hide that bruise. Drink the sugar to forget your name. I force my tongue into a crowbar. Pry open lies with each word. If truth is a weapon, then I'm stockpiling syllables for the blackout. I'm not your mascot for survival, not your inspirational headline click. I'm the error in your profit sheet, the human cost you tried to file as missed. You label anger as a hazard, step my face with knees control, but calm never fix the loaded scale. Silence never cracked the gilded lock. Engine rooms of glass towers vibrate on the bones of gutted neighborhoods. You pave our memories into parking lots, then find us for sleeping in the shadows. You train cops like hunting dogs, then cry bad apple when the blood runs. Everybody can't blink is a blindfold. Every investigation pending a drawn out shrug. I carry friends inside my rib cage, names stitched in tendon and thread. Some got swallowed by powder and needles, some by overtime and fluorescent ceilings. You pray for peace, I pray for pressure. Different notes, the same clenched hands. You throw coins into fountains for comfort. We throw our voices into megaphones till they crack. I stand in the doorway of a new collapse. Matchstick shaking, heart steady. If your empire burns from the inside, it'll look a lot like truth catching oxygen. Rust in the wires of my jawline. Rust in the wires of my Rust in the wires. Rust in the wires of my jawline. Jaw clenched tight like a steel trap lock. Blueprint stamped on the factory floor. Name carved deep in the rusted clock. Oil stained fingers on the frayed mask strap. Teeth grind sparks in the dead air hum. Barcode burned on the back of my eyelids. Cold red glow when the nightmare comes. Regretting my molars, every memory a hammer going hard on my shoulders. Every promise just a pot of code scanned and deleted. Every handshake hiding handcuffs, charge sheet completed. I got a cabinet case, files carving my ribs. Every rib a prison bar that never forgives. Every breath a background check, I'm scared I'll fail. Every step a steel toe marching on nails. I grew up where the windows never open for air, only open when the sirens hit a certain despair. Seen the turn the paste up into powdered escape. Seen the mother hide the bruises under bargain bin drapes. I learned quick how to camouflage a panic attack. Turn a cheap plastic grin to a wolf in black. Teacher said, kid, you got anger, you better behave. I said, this is not anger, this is DNA in the cage. I drag chains in my accent, padlocks in my slang. Every word another well, popping loose with a bang. They want me quiet like a spreadsheet, neat and polite, but my tongue got rivets, it corrodes when I bite. I don't pledge to a flag, I just pledge I won't break. When the floorboard splinters from the force of the quake, I'm the power cut, hitting right in the exam hall. Everything goes dark, then you hear one voice stand tall. Every bruise made a blueprint written under my skin. Every scar a schematic for the engine within. I don't pray for the peace that they peddle on screens. Glossy lies on the billboard, bleaching your dreams. I want truth like a cracked tooth, cutting the gum. Sharp, ugly, unforgettable, right on the tongue. They fed fear like a side dish with minimum wage. Said sign here, be grateful, stay inside your cage. But I burn that contract in the coffee can fire. Watch the ash bail out every buried desire. I don't need their permission to redraw my design. I'm a black ink blueprint they can never confine. I'm a glitch in the grid, the unpaid fee. You can lock that door, I'll carouse that gate. I've been the caution sign on the corner nobody reads until tires start sliding and the car starts to bleed. I've been the red X spray on the wall at night, then covered by ads when the sun hits right. I've been the whole music playing while your hope gets drained, looping false reassurance through a plastic brain. I've been the last nerve frayed in the fluorescent buzz. I've been the raw edge screaming at what it does. They told me aim straight while they bent the lane, move the goalposts closer to their private gain. Sign laws in ink made of overtime sweat, turn clocks into shackles then called it that. I seen friends sell sleep for a stack that's thin and lose 10 more years when the habit kicks in. I seen bright-eyed kids trade color for gray just to fit into a cubicle and fade away. They preach calm on the stage with their polished teeth, while a kid in the back row clenches rust beneath. I was that kid with a lunch of loose change and pride, backpack full of rumors that I learned to survive. I carry notebooks like crowbars, heavy and sharp, every margin line wired to a live heart. Every verse I etched was a crow on the pole, watching over fields that were never made whole. They want respectful, reasonable, managed, tame. I want every buried voice to hammer its name into concrete floors of executive halls, into glass so clean that machine air in my lungs, 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 machine air, machine air in my lungs, machine air in my lungs. Neon exit sign buzzing over dead eyes, steel dust on my tongue. I bite down on regret till the rust flies. Blueprint on my chest from the past I fed. Every favor that I gave came back misread. You want loyalty cheap like counterfeit meds, but my patience turned to powder in your clenched hands. Dead phones lit up with your ghosted texts. You weaponized silence, then asked who's next. Shove blame in my face like a loaded test, then laugh when the ink runs red in my neck. I did time in your maze of implied rules, tripwire compliments, little lab of fools. You called it love while you charted my moves like a guard with the clipboard, counting my bruises. Jaw tight, teeth grind through the migraine hum. Swallow down names till my own goes numb. Every promise you spit had the fuse and the drum. Always time to explode when I try to stand up. one rotting on the floorboards. You carve loyal on the back of my grin. Told me secrets as a dare, then you cash them in. Every whisper you sold bought a brand new spin to my name and guilty in your crooked little hymns. No beat, just a thud of my heel and dread. Your voice still crawls through the cracks in my head like a stray dog gnawing on the bone made of lead. I see kids at the bus stop mimic your stare, smirk with the same little curve of don't care. I flinch then laugh at the empty air, cause it's you I'm dodging in a world that's bare. I got letters I burned in the coffee can, ash on my fingers, black map on my hand. Read the smoke like scripture stitched up a plan to step past the shadow where your shape once ran. Now every step I take scrape sparks from the ground, boots soles chewing through the old compound. No mantra, no chorus, just a raw new sound. When my throat used to choke on your name out loud. Loud, 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 loud. In a busted stairwell. Power box hissing in a busted stairwell. Power box. In a busted stairwell, rust flakes, paint chips, thumb on the doorbell, cold smoke crawling from the vent like a warning, name carved deep in the steel of the awning. Oh. I was raised in the hallway of flickering eyes, loose wire halos, cheap plastic lies, janitor bucket, brown water blind corner. Teacher said calm down, I got warmer, knuckles on a locker, rhythm of detention, principal preaching about second chances. I mentioned you count suspensions like beads on a chain. I count each footprint I left in the rain. Lunch tray kingdom, bent fork throne. I sign my textbooks in cracked black stone. Mom's last nerve in a pillbox Sunday, dad's last check in a voicemail Monday. Sneakers on the line like bodies in the breeze, run down, swing, squeak out. LG's graffiti on the brick spelling make your exit. I tagged over that live like a wreck kid. City bus windows foggy with regret, paper wristbands from nights I forget. I talk back sharp as a snapped off antenna. Every rule book reads like cheap propaganda. Counselor said, name what you're feeling. Static gravel, copper peeling. Track marks on the desk from my tapping pen. I carve my initials in the test again. Metal detector kissed me every morning. Security one hummed its boring warning. Said I was trouble, I was proof of design. Blueprint drawn in the skirmisher spine. I'm the cough in the hallway you can't ignore. I'm the footprint smear under every door. Dabble box. Dabble box. This ain't. I don't chase peace, I corner it, question it, grip that throat of a thought, then I weapon it. I burn through days like loose leaf pages, stapled together by chemical rages. Heart like a warehouse, locked half the year. Forklift scars in the concrete here. Every old hurt filed in the milk crate, labeled in a language you love to hate. I spit like a torque wrench, twist that frame. Whole room tilt when I spit that name. You pray for a moment where I hesitate, fold. I write manifestos in the mouth full of gold. You polish your posture, bargain for favors. I polish my flaws and go razor flavored. Every apology tastes like ash, so I quit flinching when the plates all crash. Therapist clipboard tapping like Morse. She wants calm rivers, I'm all force. I'm floodgate fingers, splintered and numb. I'm teeth on a shot glass, hand on the drum. I learned loyalty carved in the bathroom stall. Die for your crew in uneven scrawl. Saw that line drip under faulty light, took it as law, not a teenage right. I bled on sneakers, carpet tile, shook off stitches with a crooked smile. If paint your currency, I'm bankrolled heavy, blood tight, gasoline gate unsteady. You want confession, I want ignition. I don't do penance, I do demolition. Every old scar is a barcode scan. Inventory check on the shape of a man. Power box, it's it. Yeah. edge till you're safe to hold. But safe gets sold and safe grows mold. They market comfort in pastel tones. Meanwhile, I'm sand in ceramic bones. I bring friction, blister, spark. I redraw the outline around your dark. Steel toe sermon, stomp through the chatter. Every new doubt gets served on the platter. I chew that question till teeth feel glass. I spit out glass in the overgrown grass. I got a spine like a power line in a hailstorm. Bending, screaming, staying in form. I don't fold just because the script says fiend. I walk off stage, rip down the screen. Every checkbox looks like a choke chain. Every dress code read like old pain. So I